Ooh, little elephant for you. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to listen to some Tame Impala. We're listening to this track, Elephant. I don't know if this is off an album. Okay, gotcha. It's the lead single from their second album, Lonerism, released in 2012. We're listening to this track because it is the favorite track of Shocker. I mean, your profile picture in Wikipedia, in the comment section is Shocker from Spider-Man. But there's no C in there, so I'm going to call you Shoker. Anyways, thank you so much for the recommendation. Appreciate it. We've only listened to one track from Tame Impala here on the channel, and that's all I know from them anyway. So let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Let me pull up the song. By the way, as I am pulling up the song really quick, I see here that there's also a remix by none other than Todd Rundgren. We're not going to listen to that. We're going to listen to the original, but I'm just making note of that. Anyways, here we go.
But it feels like an elephant shaking his big great trunk for the hell of it. You know that you're dreaming about being loved by him. Too bad the chances are slim.
Am I wrong to say this has kind of a modern Beatles-esque kind of sound? Nice little bass sneaking in. And the drums and the distress in it has that elephant big sound. They've got a great sound. Love how the synths came in there. Wow, I'm impressed. This is really good. I'm impressed by this. The production, man. Am I the only one that's thinking that like that's very impressive? This is a great pop rock song, but with some bite, with some density. It has content behind it. It's just not shallow pop fluff piece filler. This was really, really impressive. I'm like genuinely impressed. I wasn't expecting like something to actually grab onto. I was expecting, to be honest, to be a little underwhelmed, but I'm overwhelmed. First of all, the song is called Elephant, And the production is just stellar. With every like pounding of the drum, you feel that. You feel that like distressed ripple effect. Boom, dum, boom, dum, boom, dum, boom. There's that big pulse, right? Like a Mammothian kind of step. And I love how you get the idea of a heaviness, a density to it, like you would, of course, with an elephant. But it also moves with purpose. It moves in a certain direction, and the track does that really well. I love how it breaks down the dun 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 dun, playing that fill, and then boom, da boom, da boom, da boom. So there's a lot of play with the actual structure of the song, or yeah. But the break, I was not expecting the synth to come in the way that it did, and I wasn't expecting it to be played as well as it did as well. That was a great solo, a great moment, and a fantastic way to break the music, while at the same time preparing yourself to return to the orbit, especially with the, once again, the lovely production that's happening. And I know I've mentioned it before when we talked about Tame Impala, but just to once again reiterate, besides the drums on this track, which are being handled by Jay Watson, everything is handled by one person. Synth, singing, everything else. And that's going to be Kevin Parker. His singing to me has this Beatles-esque quality. And I said it in the beginning, but like I feel like if the Beatles were still around and doing stuff, obviously through their experimentations, but they took a pop formula, a lot of their music, and they experiment with it. This is a pop formula with experimentation. And I just think that is at least in some ways kind of respectable, to do that. And perhaps the album is called Lonerism because it's really only him handling everything. I just happened to pass by the Wikipedia page on the way to the lyrics. Elephant was covered by children's music group The Wiggles. Why not, man? Why not? This thing got me wiggling. Well, he feels like an elephant shaking his big gray trunk for the hell of it. He knows that you're dreaming about being loved by him. Too bad your chances are slim. And it's not like Mr. Shuck to get shy when they ask him who is on top. There must be something deep down in the dark down there. He's not too easily scared. He's got friends, but they got the fear. Wouldn't care too much if he just disappeared. Oh, look. Hey, there he is now, coming down the stairs. Here he comes. And that's when the music kind of stops, and of course the synth comes in. He pulled the mirrors off his Cadillac because he doesn't like it looking like he looks back. That's kind of a cool line. He talks like his opinion is a simple fact. Somebody grabbed his collar. He cried the whole way home. No one remembered a thing when they saw him again. That's how it is till the end. I feel like it's about someone who's so boisterous, so headstrong, will take you on. The line, he pulled the mirrors off his Cadillac because he doesn't want people to think he's looking back. He's always someone that's focused to a negative degree on what's ahead of him without looking back and reflective. So there's no thought. A brute, I guess. And I love the line at the end. Somebody grabbed his collar and he cried the whole way home. What's that called? Like in video game terms, a glass cannon that's all damage but no defense. But there's another term for that. Like someone who's brutish and they act like they're all on top and everything. But the second, something small happens to them, they kind of wither and deteriorate. I can't remember the word. There's a word I'm thinking of, but I just don't know what it is. But that's great. That's good. Looking at this track, let's see. Parker explains Elephant is actually one of the oldest songs I have. It's just been in the vaults this whole time. I'm not sure why we never recorded it before, but we were just playing it at a sound check one night, and everyone in the band was like, hey, we should put this on an album. So we did. It says here, there are no other songs that have that bluesy riffing on this album. Parker spoke at how surprised he became at how successful this was. I always thought it was a bit shallow, a bit cringe, but now I appreciate Elephant, because the character I'm singing about, from the loner's perspective, it's how I always envisioned big, egotistical, that's a good word, people who would march around. It's kind of how a loner might see a jock, like an elephant. That's a good line. And hey, his favorite lyric is my favorite lyric. Look at that. Me and Parker, we're on the same page here. Now here's all the chart information. 77 in Australia, UK singles chart 131. US, it hit pretty well, number 8 on the alternative airplay, and so on and so forth. And like I said, the Wiggles apparently have a version as well. Anyways, thank you so much for the recommendation. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your favorite track. The rest of you, let me know what your thoughts are. The comments down below. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day. That synth solo was pretty good though, right? That was nice. That was nice. Have a great one. Bye. I didn't need to say that so aggressively. I apologize.